Coogan Cassius here with KELL BROOK, doing a Scott's promotional shoot. You're quite the model, aren't you?
I love it, Coogan. Splits training up, coming out here. Beautiful surroundings and doing a bit of photo shoot for Scott's menswear.
You seem like you know exactly what you're doing.
I'm a natural, aren't I? I'm a natural.
Pouting, little head turns.
I don't know about two. I haven't been pouting.
You have been pouting.
Have I?
Yeah.
It's just come natural.
Lips come out.
Yeah.
It's all good.
All good.
Finally, we're here. It's been, well, frustrating is an understatement. The last 18 months for you. Now you've got 5.5 weeks, and to silence anyone who has ever questioned your ability at world level. You haven't been tested at world level yet, but we're soon to find out.
Yeah, that's it. We've got his date now. You know, they've tried messing us about, switching days, trying to get in his head. Like you said, I've been through the mill for the last 18 months. You know, with the world title fights, but now we're here, 16th of August, in California, and I'm gonna prove, you know, to all the doubters out there, all the haters, that I am the real deal on that, you know, on the big stage. You know, I'm the man.
Just a little recap of the last month, because a lot has happened in this last month. Dates being switched and papers not being signed, and you know, were you still in doubt over the last month, especially with Mayweather looking like he's to fight Maidana in the rematch now, but before that there was talk of Porter possibly fighting him, and all these things in your head?
It all run through your head. I've definitely found out in boxing at these later stages, but you know, the fight's never run until you stood opposite your opponent in the ring. Obviously we signed the contracts, and you know, it took him to the deadline. I think he was 2 hours out at the deadline. You know, he would have been stripped if he wouldn't have signed it. So I took it to the wire. We've been ready. We've been in training for a long time, thinking it was going to be July. You know, then this ain't 9th of August, then this ain't September the 6th, and now back to 16th of August. So, you know, I think I don't know what's going on in their camp or whatever, or what, you know, but for them, I don't believe that they want this fight. I think it's, you know, high risk, you know, small reward kind, you know, a fighter. I'm unbeaten from Britain, 32-0. You know, I think they would have, you know, preferred to, you know, to fight someone else, but I'm mandatory, and you know, you're gonna see me in that ring with Porter, 16th of August, big night.
Big night in Carson, indeed. Obviously, your last few fights you've had in preparation, I know we've spoke about this before, but now we're 5 weeks away from the fight. How do you book the fights you've had in the last 2 years? Now it's here in preparation for Sean Porter, August 16th.
I think they know, they just fight for me to just, you know, keep me on track, keep me focused. But you know, I've been ready for a world title for a long time. But like you said, you know, I fought out in America, you know, so, you know, I think it's just made me more stronger-minded, knowing that, you know, things can happen in boxing. You just got to be professional and keep your mind on the job. Keep listening to, you know, to people what have gone out and done it. You know, I've had a lot of advice from what's gone off with me with the Alexander fight, and then obviously fighting Senchenko, and then another opponent after that. You know, it's just lined me up again, you know, for this big fight of mine, what's coming up 16th of August.
I was with you in Germany. We watched Porter and Alexander, and Porter was a big underdog in that fight. Yeah. Kind of expected that Alexander would win. He pulled it out of the bag with a great display. And then I spoke to you after that, and you were kind of glad that the Devin Alexander thing was where it'd been so frustrating over that year was over, and then there was a new focus in Sean Porter.
Yeah.
But that seems to have also dragged on since then as well,
Yeah.
with obviously the Malignaggi fight in between that and everything that's gone on. But you know, I spoke to Eddie a few weeks ago, and he said to me that you don't want to fight for a vacant title. You don't want to fight the next, you know, like the next ranked opponent in the IBF rankings. You want Porter. You want the best that the IBF have in that weight.
Of course, people are saying that I'm not the real deal, Kogan. You know, I do go onto the forum sites on BoxRec and all these, and people, you know, he's not being tested. He's, as soon as he steps up, he's gonna get beat and this and that. That is, I don't want to fight. You know, easy fights. I want to fight the best out there, and I don't want a vacant title. I want him to sign them contracts. I wanted to find Sean Porter. He is the current world champion, IBF world champion. Everyone's writing me off, you know, in this fight. That's why I'm excited. You know, all them haters. You know, on that night, believe you me, I'm going out there. I'm not just going out there, you know, to make up the numbers or whatever, or get in and say, oh, I boxed for a world title. No. And this for me, I'm going out there and I'm putting a show on, and I'm taking Sean Porter out. I'm taking that world title. I'm not just going over there, you know, to fight for just to say I've boxed for a world title. I'm going out there and I'm winning that world title.
Are you surprised how many people were backing against you? Because I've read it on social. Like I said, I'm on the social media scene, and I see a lot of people, apart from your fans, quite a lot of people. I'm not saying everyone. I'm saying quite a lot of people that I've seen are backing you to lose.
I know. I've seen it myself. It makes me smile. You know, Sean Porter's gonna hand KELL Brook his arse and this and that, and rest of things. It's just like, you know, it's just make me smile, because I know what I can do. I know what I can do. So, you know, I want a lot of credit after I win Sean Porter. I want a lot of credit off them people. And I've actually seen it on there. You know, if KELL goes out there and does the business, I'll hold my hands up in the air and give him credit. So I'm looking forward to all them people that said they're gonna do that.
Again, 5.5 weeks away from the fight. How are you going to split your camp up between here and America? Has that been decided yet?
We're just on. Actually, I did this here today. We've been talking about it, about where we're going to be training. You know, what sparring we're going to get in, and when we're going to go out there. So it's still ongoing now, but it's in motion, and we'll be going out there probably 3.5 weeks before the fight, 3 weeks, and get acclimatized, get some sparring, get the last bit of training in, wind down, and then it's fight time.
Obviously, you're sparring at your gym, the Ingle gym, but how important is it to get possibly a few Americans similar to Porter's style over there? So
very important.
Yeah.
Very important. Sparring is very important. Obviously, going out there, sparring with some Americans, we're looking at, you know, imitating Porter, strong, coming forward, chucking wild shots, you know, pressuring me. That's what we're looking at, getting out there. So, you know, it's good to mix up. I've been in Spain, doing some block training out there, back home, and then back out to America, getting the sparring, getting acclimatized, and getting my body clocked on the time zone out there, and you know, winding it in for the night.
By the time the fight's over, you would have been in a very long training camp. Is there a fear of you over peaking in your training? No,
we've got you know, we've adjusted it, we've pulled it back, and everything will be bang on for fight night. There'll be no excuses. I've had a, you know, perfect training camp up to now. I'll make sure that bubble wrap myself, so we don't want
double wrap that.
Yeah, we need to make sure we do everything right. This is the moment. You know, when I walked in that gym at 9-year-old, this is my time, and it's been signed, and I believe that we're gonna go through. I don't think, you know, on their side, I think they want it now, and you know I want it, Coogan, and it's going down.
Alright.
And the new
And the
champion
new.
of the world.
August the 16th, Carson. Looks a fantastic venue from the picture. I've not been there, but one that Eddie tweeted the other day looks a great venue for this.
Looks amazing. Open air. It's going to be wild. It's going to be wild.
Alright, well listen, Kel, obviously IFL TV will be there. And
Some documentary.
I told you earlier on, I'll follow you around everywhere.
Everywhere.
I'm not going to follow Dominic around everywhere because he'll probably give me a backhander, but I'll follow. No, listen, we'll be there anyway, so hopefully, like I said, this time in 6 weeks' time.
That'll be crown champ.
Let's hope so. Alright, Kel, thanks for talking to us, and we'll catch up with you really soon. Thank you.
Peace and blessings.